Hi, welcome back to SAB Business Object Processing Framework demo session. So, in the last class, we saw how we can configure our attachment folder as a dependent object to the our business object, retail order business object. So, also we saw how we can configure the schema attachment schema for our business object. So while after doing the configuration, if you open the BOBT transaction, when you try to test the attaching the file to our business object root node, so where we found some challenge, so which is we know it, we cannot browse the file from this test UI. So we cannot attach the file via the test UI. So we, as I said, we need a existing UI application, or otherwise we need a program to create the file and see how this attachment is working. So as I said, like now we can open the um, business object and see there is no attachment. And if you want to attach anything, you have to and so you have to create the instance. So you can see here this one I selected the attachment folder root node, which is the dependent node on our business object under root. Okay, so this one we need to create the instance. On this instance, we selected this instance, we try to execute the action called create file. So as we know, we have a root node. Under the root node, we have a attachment as a node, which is a dependent object node, and where we are trying to execute this action. So if you want to call this action create file from external program, so there are some few steps which we need to take care of it. Let's see what we have to do. Okay, so as I said, like no, so first thing is, as I said, we want to have the file to be loaded into the system. So first thing is you create the program, create the pro program in SC38, or you can do the modeling the action, but again the modeling action it's need a UI to open the dialog box where you can browse the file. So to mark that functionality, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create the program in SC38 where we browse the file from local machine. Okay, and then call the action attach attachment root create file. So as we know that we saw the action, so this is action create file. Okay, so we call the action to add the file to the our business object. So this is the process. So we are calling the action from externally from some external program. So we should call the, as we do always, the transaction commit. So we have to do the transaction commit to save the content whatever you changed it. So between these, so as I said, like browse the file, calling the action to attach the file. As we see here, so we created this instance attachment root node instance, so we also need to do that step. So we have to add create attachment root node instance. Okay, so this is the procedure we have to, this is a logic we need to build inside the program. So once you done that, we should be able to see the content in our business object as a file. So that's we can able to do. So currently we see here there is no instance on the attachment. Under this, if you go here, there is no document, so nothing is there here. So that's the way it works. So let's write the program to build, let's build the logic inside the program to create the attachment. So we see that, step by step process, building the program um, in SE38. Let's open the program in SE38 and create add file to order. The order. Okay, so program to add the file program to attach the file to retail order PO. Execute program, local object. So as I said, let's do the file upload. So to have a file upload, I say parameters and p file. So this is your basic ABAP coding again. So we say file and we copy this. Save. Okay. So just use the control greater than symbol to command the lines. File name. Okay. So now your parameters available is the start of selection where you call the pattern GUI upload. I'm going to use a old function to do that. And so we know that GUI upload file name is a string, but this is not a string field. This has a limited length. So we need to do the conversion here. Data LV file name type string and copy this clear and move this to, we move the file value to this one and then pass this information to our function module. So we want to say file is a binary file. So by default it comes with the ASC. So I want to read that content in binary format because our action param from our business object. Okay, so let me open the business object, new GUI. Okay, if I open this business object BOPF attachment folder, dependent object attachment folder. So yes, and let me go here. Under the root we have the action. This is action we want to call from this business object. If you see here, there's an importing parameter. If you open the structure, this is where you have to pass the content. So this comes with the raw string format, which we don't want to know, which is the way we want to pass a content file content to this action. So that's the reason I want to have this as a binary value. So let me ignore the other part, which is we don't need it. And okay, I don't need the header part also. I need the table. Changing also optional. Yes, we do this control less than, sorry, greater than symbol. Okay, so yes, not equal to 0, write a message here, error handling. So yeah, I'm not going to do this. So I'm going to call this st x. Okay, yeah, so we have to declare this table on the top. So data data type table of. So before declaring that, let me declare type lb lbx string type x length. I'll put it as 1000. Okay, I use this type as a table of, as a line type of my table. So what I'm trying to do, I'm declaring a local types, which is a x type, a data type, and length with 1000. I'm using this local type to create my table, which the table I'm going to use it in my GUI upload function module. So hopefully this should work. Save, check, yes, active. So we are good with the function module. First step to call our um, so we good with the first step, browse the file from the local machine. So done. Okay, so we both are good. And activate. Let me default some, because we are going to do the testing, so I'll do the defaulting and I'll pass some value. Also make sure that attributes, close this, text elements, selection text. So I don't want to have this to be all like this. Activate it. Yeah, so looks like, yes, it is looks fine. So you want to put some default value here. I don't want to build the F4 help and all the functionality here, so I just want to keep this simple, and I'll put it like this. So I'll go with this option. Sorry for it. Okay, so sorry for a quick changing over between the tabs, and just to know wherever your file location is there, to make sure that you have that information has been mentioned. Yes, that's a txt file. Okay, so pretty much we are good. Mm, so save, check, activate. Okay, so we done with these two step. First two step, creating the program and creating the browsing option. Now we have to go on, call the action. Sorry, first we have to create the instance for the root node, and then we have to call the action. Let's see in the next video how we can create the instance for the root node instance and call the action. Thank you.